Hi friends, welcome. It's Peggy Noe from prettypapercards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, to make some cards with you today. We're going to make actually 2 cards. Hello, good to see you. Let me see, I'm going to make sure we're live over here. And it looks like we're live. Let me get my glasses on, Holly. Yes, and okay, it looks like we're live over there, so we're doing good. How are you today, Holly? What's new with you this Wednesday? Have you been making cards? I have been making cards, yes. Hilda, good to see you. Just yesterday, I got out the Gingerbread Man class, so if you took the Gingerbread Man class to go, Pam, good to see you. I just got that out yesterday. You should have an email in your email box, and you should have your kit in the mail shortly. Debbie, good to see you from Wisconsin. Tammy and Tina, good to see you guys. So I've been real busy with that, and paper shares are going out in just a day or two, so I've been working. My table has been busy. You've been making cards, Holly. Good. It's never a bad idea to get started on Christmas cards, and we have so many great products going on right now. I've been making so many Christmas and fall cards that I took a little break today just to take a little break and do some flowers, because you got to do flowers, right? I have to do flowers. It's hot here. What about you guys? I know in Granite Falls, North Carolina, it's 81. That's nice. It's 100 here at my house today, and very humid. They're expecting thunder showers. They say that, but you know, they just happen like up really high in the sky where we don't really see them. I'm just checking on her. She's acting a little bit like her tummy's funny. I'm going to go ahead and put her down. She's been doing very well, but I want to make sure she stays comfortable. So, Linda, good to see you, watching from Pennsylvania. Yay! How's the weather there in Pennsylvania? And there's Roz. I guess I didn't see you sign on, Roz. Good to see you. So we have so much to talk about today, and I'm going to make 2 cards with you. Renee, good to see you. I have to do that because I can't see when you come on in YouTube. Your name is in red, and it goes into the black, and I really can't see it. Linda, 69 and cloudy. Very nice, very nice. Lori, good to see you. Well, I got my nose is just running all the air conditioning and stuff. I got a really adorable card from Devonna Alderson, and it's super cute. Louise, good to see you. 72 in Lowville, New York. Yeah, the other areas of the country, this is when the other areas get cooler and my area gets hotter. Anyway, this is such a darling card. She said it was a case from Brandy Cox, but isn't that just so cute? I don't even really remember that set. But Minda, hi Minda. Mid-90s in Calistoga, California, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's the East and the West. Isn't that so cute, Tammy? It is really pretty, and she put, you don't need to read all the words and everything, but she really designed the inside. Isn't that cute? I love getting cards from you guys, and you're all such amazing card makers. Staten Island, 67, Lori. Okay, yeah, it's getting nice back east, and I'm always so jealous. Okay, well, we have just a ton of stuff to talk about today, but I want to show you something. Wine country, yes, Mint, wine country, yes. Ooh, what a lovely place. I'm going to turn you down because we're going to talk about a couple of things, and one of them is I got this Thanks a Bunch kit just because it had thank you notes, And I've been having so much fun with it. I want to show it to you. And the card I posted on my blog and on Facebook today is from this kit. So let me just move that so you can see. This is the card I made. Now, this is like a stepped up kind of version. But check out the envelopes. Look at the envelopes. I mean, if you love flowers, you're going to love this set. But this was my stepped up version. But let me show you what it does. This is what one of the normal ones does. It comes with this cute little fold over bouquet, and you untie the bow, hopefully. I don't think I put it in a knot. No, you untie the bow and it opens up like that. I already signed my name in case I want to give it to someone. I have it ready to go. But isn't that just adorable? So what you get is a whole bunch of these little guys right here. I'm just showing you because I think it's so cute. You get a whole bunch of these little guys and you fold it up like this. Let's see, I think maybe you put the little side in there. And then you get the labels and a stamp set with 5 stamps, which not all the sets come. Looking forward to your video. Oh, Judy, hello from Apex, North Carolina. So good to see you. So then you can put this little, you stamp whatever you want on here. And then you can stamp on the inside, kind of like I did. Whoops. You can stamp another stamp on the inside. You get the Mossy Meadow little Stampin' Spot. And you get some, it's baker's twine. You get some brown baker's twine to tie around it, like I did on this sample. And then you get extra flowers. Okay, you guys, extra flowers. Who doesn't love extra flowers to put up here? And you put your little sentiment there, or here, or here. And it's just so cute. And then it has this adorable envelope. So I just wanted to show it to you guys. It's just a cute little thank you note set. And so what I did for mine is I cut this huge bouquet out of the little card that it came with, and then I foo-fooed it up. I did a lot of other stuff. But you love this kit. Okay, Roz, yeah. And so I just, you know, you gotta play around and do different things. So I wanted to show you that. It's called the Thanks a Bunch kit. And I think it's just in the low $20 range. It's not expensive. And you get, I think it was 8 cards. Okay, so does everybody already know about the stamp sale tomorrow? 15% off all stamps, you guys, except Last Chance. You don't get off anything on the Last Chance stamps, but 15% off all stamps. I was looking through them today, and there are a lot of stamps. So it's only 24 hours. Stampin' Up does this one time a year. They do a stamp sale. I'm going to try to adjust my lights and see if they can get a little bit lighter for you. Seems a bit dark. There we go. That's better. And so take advantage of it. And also stamping tools. And I've been asked what that is. And I looked ahead, and it's the cleaner, the chamois, the mist, the stamping, the tools to clean the stamps is what I saw. But we'll know more tomorrow. And it starts at midnight tonight Mountain Time. So don't miss out on that. Then I want to remind you about World Card Making Day, because you need to register. It's on October 4th. It's free, but you need to register so that you get the link to it. It's an hour long, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock Mountain Time. They're just going to take an hour, and it's free. And then if you register and you're not able to attend right at that time, I believe you get the access to the recording, but you have to register to do that. But again, it's free. And then the kit they're going to put together is this one, which I already have. And I'm really resisting putting it together now. I don't really want to wait for the World Card Making Day because it's such a cute kit, and I have it right over there on my table. But it's super cute. You get this little card holder, and I'm really excited about it. So it includes the block. Oh, the blocks. Yes, the sale includes the blocks. Thank you, Lori. That's a great reminder. The 15% off sale. In fact, I'm glad you reminded me of that because I need more D blocks. Those are the ones I really use the most, and I was thinking of getting that. Yes, Roz is confirming. Thank you, girls. Excellent reminder. Okay, then this is something I am super excited about. I love advent calendars, and this isn't like a religious advent calendar. It's called the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. So it's only 12 days, but it's super cute. It has these boxes that you open on a period of 12 days. And here's a picture of the thing closed. And apparently it comes with stamps because they're showing them right here. 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar. So they're giving us little sneak peeks here. And it has, I believe, brand new stuff. I saw a little preview of it on Monday, and there is some new designer series paper, and I forget what all they showed. They did show the stamp set. They didn't show everything. Yes, Tina, I can't, if you're talking about this, I am so excited about it. Now, it is a bit pricey. It is $99. But you could definitely, they recommend get two, you and your friend get two and get together to put everything together once you open all the boxes. I wonder if you couldn't buy one and have two people kind of put stuff together once you open all the boxes. If you can be disciplined and open one per day, which that remains to be seen. But anyway, one reason I wanted to really let you know is because it becomes available September 23rd. And Marcia, good to see you. And September 23rd is next Tuesday. So today's Wednesday. So it's 6 days from today that this becomes available. And they're only while supplies last. So if you really want one, which I do, I already have my calendar marked to go in and get this on the first day to make sure that I can get it. And so I just think it's going to be cute. I just think it's going to be super cute. I'm not sure when it ships. Countdown to Christmas with exclusive products you will not find in any Stampin' Up! Catalogs or in the online store. Buy one for yourself and gift one to a friend before they're gone. So that gives me the idea that they didn't, yes, Tina, opening one a day will be a problem. I totally agree. So I want, just mark your calendars if you're interested for the 23rd, September 23rd, if you want this, which I really do. Okay, so for today, I thought we would use, Colleen, good to see you. I wanted to play off the stamp sale that's tomorrow, and the 15% off. If you came in late, I want to make sure you know that. And so I wanted to use these are two standalone stamp sets. And the stamp sets that are on sale, from what I could see in advance, are stamps both from the annual and the holiday mini. So I think these are fun, and I haven't really used them enough, so we're going to use those, but I thought I'd show you where they are in the annual catalog. So the first one is here. It's called Encircled with Love, and it's all these different circular stamps. It does coordinate with a 1 7/8 circle punch, but for some reason I didn't get that. I think it was out for a while or something, and I've been using my 1 3/4, and it works just fine. So this stamp set we're going to use today, and then we're going to use this one, which I've used with you a few times, along these lines, which I think is so beautiful. And these are just standalone stamp sets. They're each only $20. And I just thought I would highlight them today for you, just because of the stamp sale, because the bundles are not on sale. So if you get a stamp set that's part of a bundle, you're not going to get that bundle discount. But if you get just stamp sets, you're going to get 15% off. So let me show you the cards we're going to make. Here's the first one, and it's a birthday card. And the second one, I wanted to use the dog in the Along These Lines set. And so here is the cute little dog card that we're going to make. And they're quick and easy, so I'm calling them quick and easy cards. And that's why we can make 2 at one time, because they're quick and easy. And these stamp sets really do everything for you. So we're going to start out on this particular card is the one we're going to make first. This is the pretty one. Pretty as in more, well, as in it has a pretty bow, I guess is what I mean. Thank you, Marcia. So we're going to start with a card base of Lost Lagoon. And it's 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to go ahead and score it at 4 1/4 with our paper trimmer. And then what we're going to do is cut the paper that I'm going to use as the background paper. And I've been waiting to use this. I might have used it once before, but I love it. It's part of the North Pole Delivery designer series paper. And here it has all these animals delivering presents and letters for Christmas. But this particular side I just love it. Let me hold it up close. It has little white dots and then kind of almost a watercolory look, a very light Lost Lagoon. And so I wanted to show you the full, a bigger piece of it. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece at 3 3/4 by 5. I could use a whole pack of this in different colors. I really could. Especially the light colors. I love the subtles. That's my favorite of our different color families. What's your favorite color family? Most of us have a favorite color family. We have subtles, regals, neutrals, and brights. So let me know what yours is. Everybody seems to really, have you gravitate, I think, toward one of the color families. Okay, so what we're going to do with our card base is we're going to put on a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white cardstock to be kind of a frame for this beautiful designer series paper. And what I'm going to do actually is put the DSP on first so that I can really move it about and get it just where I want it. So you're letting me know what your favorite color family is. I could write into Stampin' Up. Vicki, good to see you. Lori, subtles also. Okay. I feel like writing into Stampin' Up and saying this particular sheet of designer series paper would be great to make in color families, as maybe the color family designer series papers that we have. I just think that's so pretty. And this is all we need to do for a background, just to, really make it look nice and give that white border, which goes with the white circles we're going to punch in a minute. So there's the front of our card, just like that. And now what we're going to do, I cut as a background piece just to give more activity. You like blues and purples, Jan. Blues and purples, yes. Blues and purples. So really blues, because purple is pretty much it's the blue and red family. Blue and red combined. And I love purple too. I'm going to have a little sip. I'm drinking blood orange Pellegrino today. I really like it. So this is a 2 by 4 inch strip of Lost Lagoon. And I've gone ahead, just to give a little more interest on the card, I've embossed it already with the Damask Designs embossing folder. Linda loves pink. Julia, good to see you. I love pink too, Linda. This has become really one of my kind of go-to designer embossing folders, because it's in a way understated. That's what I like about it. It's kind of understated and yet gives such a nice, almost frilly, flowery little look. So I went ahead and embossed this 2 by 4 inch piece of Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to just not adhere it right now. No, I'm not going to adhere it because I need to tie some ribbon around it. I almost forgot. Whoops. We all make these boo-boos, and that's why I don't mind making them with you guys, because you know we all make them, but we can fix it, we can make up for it. So I'm going to tie some of this gold striped mesh ribbon around. Because it's a birthday card, I wanted to make it look a little fancy. You don't have to, and you also could definitely tie a knot. I think a knot would be really pretty here. But I do like bows. So, and doesn't this look really pretty against the Lost Lagoon? I just feel like it's not light enough. I'm not happy with the lighting here today. Let me pull it up to this area. You might be able to see it better. In fact, let me put it up real close to you. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? I really like this particular ribbon. I think it's it just goes with everything, and it's great. It's going to be great for the holidays. So I'm just going to tie a bow, or you could tie a knot right over here on the edge, because we're going to put a circle on it, but I also want it to be, I wanted to add it for interest, and I'll show you what we can do here. So we're going to tie it here, and then what we're going to do is just move the ribbon. It's sticking a bit because I had that glue on there. We're just going to move the ribbon over a bit so that it's really on the edge there, and then we can also move it up so that we have it in this, kind of in the center. I'm going to try to get it over to the side, just like that. Okay, now we can glue it on. I almost forgot the ribbon. That would not be good at all. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue, not actually on the ribbon, but on the rest of the area. Yes, put the word prize, because the prize is going to be this card. Okay, look at how pretty that looks. I mean, you could just do anything now, I think. I just think you could do anything with that, because it's just a you know, like a base for anything. And you can, you know, just create to your little heart's content. And now I'm going to trim off these tails. I may go back in and put little glue dots to hold these down, because they're being a bit wayward here. But we'll go ahead creating our card, and I can do that later. Okay, I have an extra piece of basic white that we're going to stamp on, and we're going to use Lost Lagoon ink, and we're going to use, let me get my stamp sets. Where did I put those? We're going to use this stamp set, Encircled with Love, and I'm going to use 3 different stamps. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday Wishes. I'm going to use this little flower, and I'm going to show you what to do about that word sorry when you're doing a birthday card. And we're going to use a little something for you on the envelope and on the inside of the card. I think they're great stamps. So let's go ahead, and what we need is just one of the Happy Birthday. It's kind of the bigger stamp, and I'm going to put that in the center. So I'm going to put it down here on my scratch paper. Happy Birthday Wishes. It's not looking very clear to me. Let me try it again. Turn my paper over and get some more ink on there. Okay, that looks a little better. Then I want 2 of these flowers, and it does have the word sorry on it. So I'm going to show you what to do in a case like this if you just want to stamp part of the stamp and not all of it. So you can see the word sorry down here. I'm going to cover it up with this stuff that I use, Post-it labeling and cover-up tape. So I'm just going to put that over the word sorry and press down and try to make sure it adheres. Then I'm going to ink the stamp. Now here's the trick. You have to remember to take this piece off before you stamp, or you're going to have a mess. And I'm just going to stamp it 2 places because I want to cut out 2 different circles. Now I'm going to have to do it again. I can't use the same little tear and tape because it was covered with ink. So I'm going to cover the sorry again, press down, and then ink, and then take this off. I'm putting it in my actual trash can so it doesn't hit anything else. And then I'm just going to put this over here. And now we're ready to punch. Hi Karen, good to see you. Okay, so I'm using my 1 3/4 inch punch to punch these things out. Circle punch. So let's start with the happy birthday wishes. You see it fits really perfectly in the 1 3/4. I know it's meant to go with the 1 7/8, but it works fine with 1 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to cut out the 2 flowers, and I'm going to try to center them. 1. Whoops. What happened there? Huh, that looks odd. Oh, I think some of that tape stuck on there. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. I think it's going to be all right. Okay, so there's our second flower. And now we have the circles that we want to use on our card. And I'm going to put a flower at the top and the bottom, and I'm going to put the happy birthday in the center, all with dimensionals. Yes, all with dimensionals. So the top and bottom one just need really one dimensional, and I'm putting them pretty close to the bottom and the top edge, like this. I love this little flower stamp. I really do. I think it's super cute. And then for happy birthday, what I'm going to do is put a dimensional at the top of the circle and another one at the bottom, so that it goes on either side of the ribbon that we tied. And we'll just slip that right in there, and then it kind of overlaps the little flower. I think that's pretty cute. And now I'm going to add some gems. These are the shades of green hexagons, and they're really pretty. They go with this really well. I'm going to use the ones that are the smaller, and these to me look more like Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'll put one down here, move it so that you can see it. One right up here, and then we need a third one, but don't they go great? I think they look really beautiful here. Then we'll put one right down in here. Okay, now for the inside of our card and the envelope, I have, this piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and here's my envelope. And for these two, I'm going to use a different one of the circle stamps from the set, and I'll show you. A little something for you. Now, I was thinking this would be perfect on a tag, and I may make some tags with this because I just think that it's really a great, it's a great little sentiment with the little gift there. Thanks, Louise. Yeah, it's an easy peasy layout, if I may say that. And so we'll just put this in the middle. That's what I mean. It's a quick and easy card, and the next one will be too. And it's basically the same thing, but in a horizontal. And I'm really glad I got these 2 stamp sets. You know, sometimes when you first get them, you're like, well, they don't have dies, and how do I feel about them? But I think these are both of these stamp sets are super versatile. So here's the first card, made with the Encircled with Love stamp set. And yes, the ribbon is gorgeous. I love this ribbon. Okay, now let's make the next card. Here is the next card. And I wanted to make this. I had a friend who lost her dog recently, and I think this is a really pretty stamp. I've liked this stamp since this set came out. And this is the Along These Lines stamp set. So both of these stamp sets are going to be on sale tomorrow, 15% off. excuse me, I've used the birthday cake a lot, I've used the rose a lot, and I've used the heart, but I haven't used the others, and I think this is such a sweet dog. So we're going to start with a piece of pecan pie. I don't know about you guys, excuse me for the noise, but I am just really liking pecan pie, and I'm using a lot of it. It's a rich brown. I'm just really liking it. So here's our card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then for the background piece here, I'm going to use, it's almost horrible to do this, but the beautiful Gathering Together Designer Series paper. But look at the back of this particular sheet. It just is so subtle. I'll hold it up close so you can really see the pattern. But I just think it's so pretty, and it just seems right for a dog card. For this, for a you know, for like a sentimental card. So I'm going to cut a piece at 3 3/4 by 5. So the dimensions of everything are the same as the other card. Our Designer Series, oh goodness sakes, I accidentally hit my light, sorry. You guys probably say, oh my gosh, this girl is nuts. But you know, stuff happens. Okay. So, who is that? Let me see. Michelle, good to see you. I have to get like my eyeballs right up close to you. So, anyway, I think this paper is really pretty. And the dimensions are just the same as the other card as far as the base. And then we're going to use a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4, and then our Designer Series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. So let's go ahead and adhere these first, because it's a little bit easier to maneuver and make sure they get straight. Just like this. And we'll put this, now this one, I'm reminding myself, is horizontal. We're going to do this horizontal. So you know this design is easy, and you can use it either in portrait or landscape position. So we'll just go ahead and put that right on there. And again, just like with the other card, that is really a pretty, you know, base for anything you want to do. Now I have this time a piece of 2 inches by 4 inches pecan pie, and rather than emboss it like I did the other one, yes, Roz, I agree. I'm just using so much of it. That's what I meant. Rather than emboss it like I did the other one, I think we're just going to put on a strip of this ribbon, which is I think the name is so funny. Irregular weave trim. Irregular weave trim. But I just thought it looked pretty good. It looked pretty like it goes with this card. So we're going to use the irregular weave trim. And what I do when I adhere ribbons, usually, if I don't tie them, I put a little Stampin' Seal Plus on the back and to hold them. And then I'm just going to overlap these little edges. And if I aim for the center, that's where I put my Stampin' Seal Plus. So it should work out. And it does. Now I'm ready to put this piece down on the front. And just add some glue like this. That was probably even too much. And go right in the center. And this is easy to line up because the Designer Series paper kind of has lines on it there. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is stamp the little dog. And he's just so cute. He or she is just such a cute little dog. And we're going to use pecan pie ink. And I'll show you how to do this. And we'll just put the dog kind of right like that. Isn't that just the sweetest dog? And Now this one we're going to punch out with the 2-inch circle punch because the dog is a little bit longer than our other, what we did in the first card. The dog is a longer stamp. So I'm just going to punch that out. Punch our little dog. And you could do a lot more, okay? We're making it quick and easy. I wanted to make quick and easy cards. So, like, you could have larger circles around. You definitely could. But my goal was to make some quick and easy cards for you using these 2 stamp sets. So again, we'll put a dimensional on the top and the bottom of the circle so that it goes around the ribbon. And we're just going to put it right like that. Now I debated about putting the circle, or the stamp that has sorry with the flower on the front, but I think this really makes a statement all by itself. And so what I did is I did this on the inside of this card, and I'll show you. And I went ahead and pre-stamped, when I was doing it, another circle with that sorry stamp from the other stamp set. And I think that just says it all when you've lost a dog. I really need to make more of these for my stash, you know, so that I have them when something happens to one of my friend's pets. And then we're just going to go ahead and glue this down, the sorry. It didn't turn out exactly right on the back, so I did it again. You know, we just turn it over and do it again. I'm going to go ahead and glue this because I don't want my card to be sticking up too high. If I put a dimensional, it would stick up too high. And then we can go ahead and stamp. You know, I did not stamp sorry on the envelope. It just seemed like it didn't seem quite right. I wanted it to be just very thoughtful, and it might make someone cry just to see the stamp sorry on the envelope. So I just left it without anything. So there is the one card, and here's the other one that we made using these 2 stamp sets. They're quick and easy. We got them both done in the time it usually takes us to make one card. But I think these 2 stamp sets I really like, and I wanted to show them to you today because I think they're just super versatile. You know, I'm going to keep this for a long time because it has the cake and the rose and the dog. And again, this one too, because it has such great little sentiments. You just pop them out with a circle. Easy peasy, right? Okay, let's come back up. There you are. And I think I need to move my camera a little bit. It's raining here? Really, Tammy? Oh my gosh, it is raining here. You guys, it hardly rains in San Diego, especially in the summer. Thank you for telling me. Wow. Okay. It's raining. That's a big deal for us. People go nuts here in San Diego when it rains. Thank you, Linda. I think it is a very sweet card, and I want to make a few more to have, like I said. So let's give away a prize. Last week we made a bridge card, a fall bridge card that opens like this. And so I'm happy to give this away. And the person who won the prize this week is Pam Turner. Pam, congratulations. Now, one thing I do not have, let me get this so that you can see that card because some of you might want to see it. It's such a fun card. Thank you, Linda. Yes, we really do need the rain. Thank you. Pam, I don't have your address. I looked all over for it earlier. So when you hear this, and I'll try to find your name on Facebook or YouTube and let you know that you won. But please pop me an email at Peggy@prettypapercards.com with your physical address so I can get this card out to you. And I know I'm a little behind on sending out prize cards, and I've got them all set out. That's my goal tomorrow, is to get those prize cards out. I've been busy, you know, with Ellie and all this stuff, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's mailing day. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging in there and making 2 cards today. It was lots of fun to see you. Do not forget about the 15% off stamp sale and tools, including, as we discovered, blocks, which is a big deal. Don't forget about that tomorrow, 24 hours only, and get those things that you need. Okay, have a great rest of your weekend.